everyone, welcome back to another episode of Johnny's Kitchen. I'm Johnny and I'm in the kitchen. Today we're gonna make something. I'm not the original maker of it, but I liked it and I thought I'd try it to show our subscribers something different. Um, we got March Madness coming up, so everybody's always looking for some type of appetizer to serve to their family and friends during this time of year that comes around once a year now. March Madness, cheering on your favorite college team to the championship. So today we're gonna call this the baked jalapeno pepper bites. So basically, we're gonna need here is we're gonna need 3 to 4 jalapenos. We're gonna need bacon, cooked and chopped. We're gonna have 2 cups of panko breadcrumbs, 2 to 3 eggs. We got a teaspoon of salt and pepper each mixed together here. We're gonna have 10 ounces of the cream cheese, some oven spray, and we're gonna need 2 cups of cheese as well. And then of course your muffin pan. So you can make a dozen regular muffins, or you can make 24 mini muffins. This recipe would do that for you. These ingredients. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get all this stuff chopped and prepared because you don't want to see all that boringness. So we're gonna do that real quick, and we'll be right back with you. But in the meantime, please like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you always be ready for what we're doing at What's Next. All right, everyone. Now that we're back, we got everything prepared, and ready to go. So we have our 5 slices of fried bacon chopped. We have our 2 cups of panko breadcrumbs. We have our 2 cups of cheese. We have 10 ounces of cream cheese. We have 2 large jalapeno peppers diced. Normally I said 4, but since there were 2 very large ones and then 2 small ones, I ended up making just the 2 large ones. If you have 4 small ones, that works as well. We got 2 to 3 eggs. We have our vegetable cooking spray, and we have our muffin pans. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and start forming the mix to make the cups. So basically, we're gonna make a homemade cup using the cheese, the breadcrumbs, and salt and pepper. So let's get started with that. Throw our cheese in here, and we want to do the breadcrumbs. We're gonna throw the salt and pepper, which is 1 teaspoon of each, like I said earlier. And we're gonna start cracking our eggs in here. Start with 2 eggs first, and then just look at the texture and see how that works before you add the 3rd egg. I got a 3rd egg just in case. So let me go ahead and grab this real quick here, and let's start trying to mix this around here because this is what's gonna, like I said, it's gonna form the cups that we're gonna actually put in the muffin pan. Then once we get this done, we'll get the cream cheese, and we'll start making that, and that's gonna go inside the cups to form our poppers. All right, I'm going and get another egg here. All right, so we're gonna mix this up and then get the desired texture that we need. And I'll be right back with you once we get this all done, and we'll start forming our cups to put in the muffin pan to get everything going for you. Okay, guys, we're back. And to test the texture out, let's grab a little scoop, pinch of this. Let's make sure we can form a ball. If we can form a ball and it stays together, then you actually have the right texture. See that? All right, so now what we're gonna do is now we have the right texture on our cups. What we're gonna do is we're gonna slide this over here, grab our muffin pan. We're gonna spray some vegetable cooking oil. So you wanna get it in all the cups. All right. So now what you want to do is now you see that's all in the cups there. Now you want to grab some paper towels. Sorry, I disappeared off frame there. But basically what you want to do is you want to rub all this excess off the top here. You don't want to have that bacon in the oven because it could ruin your pans. So you want your pan to last as long as you can. Definitely want to rub all that excess off of there. And then you just want to go in and kind of do a little quick twist. Get the whole thing coated inside the pan itself, or the actual slots. Go back across the top here and make sure we get all the excess off. All right, now, so go ahead and let's start making our cups. So we're going to take a ball. We're going to stick it inside there. And just to see what I'm doing, how to make this, you're going to take your thumb. You're just going to press down. When you press down, everything should rise up. And that's going to form your cups. See that? That's how you're going to make your cups. So you're going to grab another ball. Put it in there. Just pinch it, push it down with your thumb. There we go. Got another cup to form there. All right, so there. Now we got 2 cups there. So we're going to continue to do this all the way across the whole pan. So once again, you're going to get your ball, make sure it's the right size that you want. Look at the pan itself and see how big you need to make your ball. And you're just going to drop it in and take your thumb and push down, which will raise the sides. And then you have another cup there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and fill the rest of these out. And we'll be right back. All right, guys, now we're back. We took all our Panko breadcrumbs, the cheese, and the eggs, and we made our cups. This is going to hold the actual cream cheese, bacon, and peppers together. So here we are. So I'm going to show you that before we start making the next ingredient. So we're going to slide this over to the side here. So now we're going to grab our cream cheese. This is our 10 ounces. Grab our 5 slices of fried bacon, chopped. And we're going to add our 2 large jalapenos. Like I said earlier, you can use 4 small. Here's 2 large here. All right, so let's get that out of the way there. All right, so now we're going to start, throwing ingredients out everywhere. Okay, now we're going to start mixing this up. So this is going to be our filling. And make sure, but this time you want to have your oven already preheated to 375. Once we get these cups filled, we're going to throw it in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes. And you can already smell those peppers and that bacon. You can imagine how it's going to taste once it's all done. Look at that. Nice texture. All right, guys, we'll continue mixing this up a little bit. And we'll be right back. And we'll start filling these cups. I want you guys having to watch this boring part here. So I'm just going to do this a little bit off camera. And we'll be right back. Okay, everyone, now that we got our filling into our cups, it's going to look something like that. So once again, so our cups are made out of the panko breadcrumbs, the cheese, and the eggs. And then we took the cream cheese, the diced jalapeno peppers, and the bacon. We threw those all together, and that's what made our filling. So now your oven should have been preheated to 375. So now we're going to throw these in for about 10 to 15 minutes. And then my favorite part will be coming up. We will do the taste test. All right, everyone, we're back after 12 minutes in the oven. So here's our plate. So I went and took them out of the muffin pan and put them on a plate here so you guys can get a better view of them. All right, so my favorite part now, we're going to taste it. Look how soft and moist that is. All right, so here we go. That's very good. It actually tastes like a jalapeno popper when you do with your barbecues. Actually tastes just like that. Really, really, really good. All right, guys. So that's it for this episode of Johnny's Kitchen. Please like, subscribe, turn on your notifications so you always know what we're doing and what's next. The next video.